But yeah, okay, so the trailer itself, they have a website. We're gonna go over that. I have not looked at the website, so that is going to be my raw reactions. You're not gonna see my raw reactions. You saw my freshly just saw the trailer reaction, but I've seen it a little bit now. So the things that we see in the trailer, you know, she sees a body and she comes over here, the lights go out. So I'm assuming, I know it didn't say quite indicative gameplay, but kind of like with the Texas Chainsaw trailer, we could probably take a few things. For one, you know, not a whole lot of victims. Michael looks really good. He looks fantastic. I unfortunately can't play audio or YouTube is going to be really upset with me. And they got the jack-o'-lantern right. The thing that we've all been waiting for. Like it says there, it's single player and multiplayer coming in 2026. We know the release, it's October. Come on. It's not going to be any other month. At least I would hope not. It would be cute if they released it on October 19th. Mikey's birthday. My dog is going crazy. He's also excited for the Halloween reveal. So let's take a little there. It kind of looks like Ghost is wearing glasses. But yeah, let me take a big look at this. Okay, so he's wrapping the arm around him. Now that I can completely focus, I was just so gaslit. I was blindsided. And yeah, we know John is working on the game as well. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, we see the bloody handprints. So I'm assuming Michael will be able to set up bodies. Something like that. Maybe there will be a fear mechanic similar to Friday the 13th. I hope maybe expanded on a little bit. We see an environmental kill. I'm assuming that will be in the game. Once again, they said this isn't how, like, it'll play. Like, I imagine this isn't quite gameplay. I imagine it's still, like, there's some rough ideas from what the game is that going to be in the trailer. So, you know, just assuming she's kind of stumbling around. She just saw a body. She warns the guy. Man, single player and multiplayer, though. The single player, that is an aspect. I wonder if it'll be, I hope there is a Hitman style sort of bit, kind of like in Friday the 13th, where you get to play as Michael Myers. And I hope you also have like a from the survivor POV as well. I'm not expecting anything long, but it would be nice if there was like, I would even be happy if they had 10 Hitman-esque style levels, similar to what they did with Friday the 13th for Michael, and then if they just had hour, 2-hour little campaign or something like that. I'm not expecting a crazy long campaign or anything, but it is interesting that they are marketing it strictly, once again, as single player and multiplayer. Like, they're putting that on the forefront, that this is also a single player experience. So I do expect it to be bigger than ASIMs of the past. I expect it to that will have a little bit more than what we are typically used to. The biggest one I could kind of think of an ASIM having is Evil Dead the Game by Saber. You know, that had a number of single player missions, but it also allowed you to go up against AI in normal multiplayer modes. I think it's going to be more than that, especially because it was said a long time ago in marketing that John Carpenter was excited that he was like crafting scares. So I think there will be like a survivor campaign at least. I hope there will be a Hitman-esque style. I'm just happy that there's also like, you'll be able to, you can play as Michael. I like playing as the monster. Of course, I like playing as Michael and that kind of stuff. So I want to take control of the shape. So I'm really happy that Michael is playable for Halloween again. And the town is beautiful. Haddonfield looks fantastic. It looks so good. And the music is very 78, like it's like nearly ripped straight from it. I don't know if they did it. I can't play it, like I said, copyright, but the music is going. It's the 78, the shape stocks, the bump. Very classic Halloween. Oh, look at him. So I guess Kane Hodder is playing Michael then, because he said he was doing the motion capture for it. There was another thought I had, and it just, I have so many thoughts going through my head. I feel like my brain is like scrambled. Obviously, if it wasn't apparent before, just like with Texas Chainsaw, Halloween will be of course Halloween is going to be covered on this channel. It will be covered religiously on this channel. So if you're looking forward to this game, I'm going to be covering this. I'm very much going to be covering this as much as I can. This is my ride or die. Dead by Daylight isn't going to go anywhere for anyone like worried about that. Dead by Daylight will always be on the channel, but there will be a lot of Halloween the game. I've been waiting for this game for years. Wait, like six years or something. You can see the Myers house in the back here. Like, yeah, there's the Myers house. Oh my God. Like, to actually explore like the streets of Haddonfield and not just like a small sliver of it, to actually go around stalking as Michael is the shape. Oh, it just has me absolutely over the moon. We'll revisit the trailer in a moment. I'm gonna see if I can find any other details. We'll rewatch it in full and I'll see if I can mark it. Well, let's look at the website. I'm very enthusiastic. So I did see the front cover. We have this little like Michael will follow your cursor. Very cute. I'm guessing it's a 1v3 because we have 3 victims here. So I'm assuming it is a 1v3. A lot of the advertising is very 1978, so I'm not getting my expectations for sequels. It's just something I would like to see. I expect this to be a 78 game though. I'm gonna get that in my head. It's a 78 game until proven otherwise. This is a 78 game. Okay, let's see what else this has to offer. Oh. Whoa, wait, what is this? Whoa, what is this? Read how Halloween aims to elevate immersion to offer the perfect horror play. Oh my God. From its earliest iteration, Halloween has built within the goal of delivering a dynamic, enveloping horror sandbox worthy of the legacy of its iconic source IP. For years, they said? From its earliest iteration. Okay. As horror fans, we understand the importance of frightening, relatable locations, believable characters, and dread-inducing situations, and want to ensure those fundamentals were present throughout Halloween. As an homage to the meticulously crafted execution of John Carpenter's Halloween, our team has worked diligently to recreate the quaint town of Haddonfield as a living, breathing game world for players to exhaustingly explore. Working with Malika Cod and Ryan Freeman, the original producers of the films, has been amazing to make certain that it is authentic to the source material every step of the way. Oh, so this must be... Oh my God. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love that the lighting is spot on for a Halloween game. Oh, it looks fantastic. This franchise gives us the perfect opportunity to explore the unique yet familiar vibes of Haddonfield and its iconic killer. Everything we've built and designed comes together to create the perfect horror sandbox playground to interact with. We couldn't be more thrilled to develop such an experience and truly bring players into the world of Halloween. It's an exciting challenge to craft the time, place, and lifestyle that sets the stage of recreating the terrifying experiences of the original film. Not only did we get to build one of the most iconic killers of all times, but we also got to reconstruct Haddonfield as a period-accurate 1978 town. This feels very... Okay, 1978, very 19... Okay. That's still... You know what? I'm cool with it. Whatever. I'm so cool with it. Filled with unique interior and exterior gameplay spaces while Michael stalks and kills in these seemingly safe streets, the victims will work to scour the world for helpful items to fight back again. Okay, so fighting back against the shape, that'll be in the game, which makes sense. Laurie fought back. Before it's too late, we built a suburban playground brimming with endless opportunities that empowers players to star in their own horror movies, where their choices decide the fates of everyone around them. Shares Jordan Matheson design. I did hear that Ilphonic, it's mainly Ilphonic making this game. I've heard that Gunn is only co-producing. Ilphonic seems to be at the helm of this game. Effective scares are often executed through a careful concoction of stark lighting, unsettling atmosphere, anxious music stabs, and most importantly, the element of unpredictability. Halloween leverages Unreal Engine 5 to provide convincing in-game locations and familiar landmarks from Haddonfield with an expansive array of dynamic map features, distinct gameplay systems, and lifelike NPC. Ooh, NPC. Wait, with an dynamic map? Okay, so things that you can interact with the map. So there will be NPCs. I don't know if that means in the actual multiplayer mode as well. Maybe. All accompanied by haunting visuals and chilling audio that adapts to the world and actions around you. That would be very cool if there are also NPC people, because it just being a 1v3, that could make the environment feel very empty. But if there are NPCs going out, which would make sense. Wait. In the trailer here, we see these guys. This could be showing sort of what the NPCs will be doing. And then we head over here, and then, you know, we have some dead people, which could be NPCs. And then we have what our player will be doing. This could be indicative of how a match may play. I'm assuming, okay, so you'll have NPCs to interact with, maybe, that you could also kill, create scares, build up fear, and that interacts with actual players in a way. Maybe Michael builds up power the more he kills. Oh, I need to know more. Okay, let's read. Oh, this is so much. This is so much. Okay. To scour the world for helpful items with endless effective scares, often all accompanied by haunting visuals and chilling audio. Since day one, our mission has been attempting to honor the aesthetics captured in the original film. We've thrived to faithfully recreate the look, feeling, and tone of the horror classic. Wait, where did I mention the bots? Sorry, I'm just so all over the place. Okay, yeah, right, it was right here. All accompanied by haunting visuals and chilly audio that adapts to the world in action. Okay, since day one, our mission has been attempting to honor the aesthetics captured in the original film. We've tried to faithfully recreate the look, feeling, and tone of the horror classic. The 70s were a very specific moment in time in terms of style and decor, and we made sense to immerse ourselves in those design principles to provide convincing environments reminiscent of the era. We want players to feel connected to the authenticity of Haddonfield. Our director, our teams comb through every frame of the film to ensure the visual fidelity and presentation was fitting of our horror sandbox. Today's technological advancements enable us to potentially recreate the noir in the film. I'm assuming this is not going to be PS4. By what they're sounding like, they want NPCs, they want the town of Haddonfield. I'm assuming we're gutting PS4, which I hope so. That console is so old. Stop letting it hold back our games. I hope we're throwing it to the wayside. Anyways, whether it's allowing players to step behind the mask and shape the critical narrative events of the night he came home through the eyes of Michael Myers in a standalone single-player story mode. Oh my god, it's what I wanted! Or cooperating with friends as the heroes of Haddonfield the Rescue. Oh my god! To step behind the mask and shape the critical narrative events of the night he came home through the eyes of Michael Myers. This is what I wanted. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Or cooperating with friends as the heroes of Haddonfield to rescue innocent residents in elevated asymmetrical multiplayer matches. We're heavily investing in core systems designed to foster engaging, unpredictable sessions with endless replayability. That's fantastic. That's great. Our commitments to sandbox first design decisions are guiding these principles, and we can't wait for players to experience Halloween for themselves. Replayability is such a critical component to any compelling gameplay. Yeah, especially for me as someone that wants to make content, or this isn't even just as a content creator, as someone who's just a Halloween fan. I want a reason and an excuse to explore this world as much as possible. So I'm happy to hear that replayability was that is the one thing I was worried about with just a single player Resident Evil styled game. I don't feel like replay value is nearly as high, but the fact that we're getting a campaign and we're getting a multiplayer experience, oh my god. Which is why we've dedicated extra development time to ensure we deliver a cohesive and endlessly replayable horror game. The foundations of our design goal center around an engaging core that breeds infinite possibilities throughout the game, regardless of how you choose to play, from the moment-to-moment gameplay to the front and metagame progression experience. There will be consistent possibilities evolving around you. The feature mechanic alchemy throughout Halloween has been catered to allow for expansive gameplay combinations, ensuring you're being fed that tantalizing sense of excitement while leaving you hungry for more. Awesome. Awesome. I can't believe this is the game of my dreams. This is the game of my dreams. Like what I have always wanted from a Halloween game. Okay, let's check this one out. Okay, Ilphana Compass, the next big thing in asymmetrical horror Halloween. Heavily regarded as a blueprint to modern slasher, Ilphonic. And they're publishing. The teams are thrilled to come together again to bring an IP this important and near and dear to their hearts to the ASIM horror landscape. All massive fans of the 1978 classic. Okay, this is a 78 game. Got it. This is a 78 game. No sequels. That's fine. That's fine by me. With Alphonic at the helm of development and publishing and Gun providing publishing support, the goal is to not only do Halloween justice, but to once again innovate in the ASIM horror space. Working with Gun again presents an opportunity to showcase how both companies have grown since the last time we collaborated. I'm looking forward to implementing the lessons we have learned since then and getting this game to the market. And partnering with Malcolm Codd and Ryan Freeman, the film's original producers. I feel like I read most of it. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh, this is it! Dude. I feel like my only complaint is I feel like the cheeks should be a little more intense. The eye holes, are the eye holes a little too big? It still looks fantastic. I'm sorry. I'm just a overcritical fan. I might need to look at the 78 mask again. Dude, he's the right height. He is. This is what Michael Myers is supposed to look like, Dead by Daylight. He's not this tall, giant, massive beef man. This is what Michael Myers is. Perfect height, perfect, like, in terms of, like, the skinny lengths, you know? He's an average dude. Oh my god, I'm setting this as my desktop wallpaper. Oh. Wes Keltner at Gun adds, when Chuck reached out to me with the opportunity to help, I didn't hesitate. It's exciting to bring these two themes back to it. It certainly helps that we're working on one of the greatest horror films. We're always ready to support a friend like Ilphonic. That is wholesome chungus. There's a lot of ground to cover in revealing this project to you all, and the hub is already popular with a few key pieces to start that foundation. So please do check out the hub, passing a single player and multiplayer modes, and consulting the Ultimate Horror Sandbox. Keep an eye on this space more as it happens. Wait. Bringing this world to gamers everywhere is extremely exciting for the whole development team at Ilphonic shares. We cannot wait to share more as we were. Yes, I am also so excited. So enthusiastic. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look back at this again. Is this, so when they reference the Ultimate Horror Sandbox, does that mean that this is everything regarding the single player mode? Hold on. Because at the end, hold on, I need to read that line again. Through the eyes or cooperating with friends as the, to rescue innocent residents in elevated. No, this specifically says ASIM matches. Okay. Yeah, no, this confirms it with friend. I'm sorry. I need to reread it. Everything is processing so much. Not everything is getting taken in. So I apologize for that. But yes, there are NPCs in the multiplayer mode. So it seems like a goal for survivors is to rescue these NPCs. Okay. So prevent as many people from dying as possible. I don't know if that'll be the only objective. I'm sure it's not. Oh, dude. Look at him. Oh my god. With the blood splattered and stuff like that. Oh. Wow. Wow. Harold is one of the very, very best. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, here it must be a lighting thing, unless this is art. Is this an in-game shot, or it looks like it might be art? I can't entirely tell. This looks spot on. It might be a lighting thing, because right here, Michael Myers looks fantastic. This is spot on, perfect to the original film. This is perfect. The eyes are exactly the right shape. It must have been a lighting thing with these two shots. That's probably exactly what it is it's a lighting thing. No, yeah. If you look here, the eye is definitely half cut here. Yeah, the eyes, I think, might be Or is it a lighting thing? I can't, because I can't actually tell. I can tell that it is cut a little bit here. I might be crazy. I think I'm insane. Anyways, I'm sorry for pausing so much. Every time they show a screenshot, I get so enthusiastic. I'm so sorry. Harold is one of the very best in the genre. John Carpenter's Halloween stands above the rest when it comes to storytelling and tension. Jared Gerritsen knew that this project wouldn't have been complete with just a fun multiplayer experience. There needed to be an immersive single-player component to fully being a true horror experience to players. In the multiplayer mode, you went up to... Oh, it's a 1v4. Okay. You went up to 4 of the players can join up to help free your town. Wait, or is it a 1v5? Wait. This because it says you and 4 other players. I think this is a 1v5. Can join up to help free your town and death itself with an array of interactable elements. Players will have to team up, be smart and brave, and efficient to aid their friends and the folks of Haddonfield in thwarting Michael Myers. Explore the film locations, and across multiple maps. Maybe you'll find some sweet Easter eggs from the horror masterpiece along the way. Oh my gosh. When we looked at how can we take an ASIM horror to the next level for this project, we knew adding in a single player mode would let us apart from other titles in the genre. I do agree. I 100% agree. It helps replay value in the long run too. Eventually the multiplayer players will eventually leave somewhere down the line. Not me. I'll be here forever. But some people will step away. So to have a way to continue playing this game, that is something that really bums me out about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There is not a single way you'll be able to play that game in its original game mode when the servers go offline. That game, when it dies, it will die. There will be no way to play that game, and that is heartbreaking. That is really unfortunate. So I'm glad for Halloween the game, my personal favorite horror franchise, movie, all of that. It's getting this treatment. As a Texas Chainsaw fan, I would be devastated, but I'm happy that 20 years from now, I'll be able to revisit Halloween the game and still explore this world. We knew adding a single player would set us apart. Jared continues, we believe that fun factor in gameplay comes above all, and adding this in definitely adds to that formula. Fun most certainly does come before all. I agree with that. Wanting to give fans the best experience alongside the multiplayer mode, the narrative for single player in Halloween takes on a new shape. Playing as Michael Myers! Yes! I mean, it said it before, but this is straight up saying the narrative, you play as Michael Myers. Oh my god! Walk through memorable locations from the 1978 classic, such as the Myers house, or bask in the recreated atmosphere of Haddonfield. Wanting to bring players mix of multiplayer fun with a desire to enjoy an immersive, interactive cinematic experience, we've placed emphasis on exploration and replayability in the single player mode. Replayability in the single player mode, so there must be... Oh my god, is it... Dude... Is the campaign literally you break out of the is this my Halloween game idea? Years ago, I made a Halloween game and I said what I wanted to see from it might have just been a year ago, what I wanted to see from a Halloween game. I wanted a multiplayer mode, but I also wanted a single player mode where you, as Michael Myers, just get to explore the world of Haddonfield, and you can go across and like basically kill in whatever path you want. You could recreate the movie if you wanted. This sounds like exactly what my idea for a Halloween the game was. I included a single player. It had multiple campaigns. It looks like this one will only be Michael, but that's the one that wasn't the most important to me anyways. That is what I wanted. So this makes the most sense for a replayable single player experience, because as Michael, you can choose and decide what chaos you're going to ensue. If you were playing as Loomis and Laura, you're always reacting to whatever Michael would do in scripted events that wouldn't really have as much replay value, similar to like Alien Isolation and Resident Evil and stuff like that. But is this, you can literally play a million different ways. Maybe you hit the shop with the weapons first. Maybe you just go straight into killing. Maybe you take your time, you stalk, you learn patterns. And there's, oh, Ilphonic, where do I buy it? How do I, where do I get the ultimate, take my wallet, take it all. Okay. Wanting to bring players, playing as Michael Myers, walk through memorable locations from the 1978 classics, such as the Myers house, or bask in the recreated atmosphere of Haddonfield. Wanting to bring players a mix of multiplayer fun with their desire to enjoy an immersive and interactive cinematic experience. We've placed emphasis on exploration. Yep, exploration, replayability in the single player, with that largely informing the design of story mode. We hope to transport our players to 1970 Haddonfield or Haddonfield for a Halloween they'll never forget if they survive it. This is my Halloween dream game. Not even my Halloween dream video game. This is my dream video game, period. This is what I've always wanted out of a Halloween game. I believe we've read everything, but I will take one last scroll to make sure that we have read everything. Make sure we see all that. This screenshot goes so hard, by the way. This shot, can I open this image in a different... No? I just want to look at the image. That's a shame. Boogeyman are here. The Boogeyman's that team up in a... Oh, no. Okay. 1v4. It says 1v4. Okay. Asymmetrical horror showdown on everyone's favorite night. Choose to save the quiet town of Haddonfield from bloodshed as a hero of Haddonfield, or stalk and terrorize the residents as Michael. Good God. Bro, you look fantastic. You look fresh. Follow and subscribe. I will do that. I'll do all of that. Yes. Yes. You have me. 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 Okay. Let's rewatch the trailer one last time, see if we missed anything. From the beginning. Let me see if I can spot anything else. God, this game is happening. This game is happening, dude. Oh my. It's actually happening. The one thing I haven't seen any gameplay is I haven't seen dressing up my victims. I haven't seen that yet. I guess he doesn't do that in 78. Well, he kind of does. He poses them, but he doesn't dress them up. I can't wait. What do I have to do? What do you want from me, Ilphonic? What do I have to do? What do I gotta do to please you? To get this game as early as I can. Just tell me. What do you want? And you have it. You have me. Whatever you want. Whatever you desire. Oh, man. I think we caught everything, but yeah, I just want to look at everything one last time. Ah, there he is. There's the big man. Wow. I don't think there is anything else. It did say that you can wishlist it. Let me see if that's up yet. Yeah, obviously it's up. Add a wish list. I'll have to look through the PlayStation. Oh, hold on. Let me read through this one last time. Yep. Lifelike NPCs once again. Yep. This is it. Incredible. Wow. Like it's not even just an ASIM single player. It is everything I have ever wanted out of a Halloween title. And I have this feeling in my gut that they are going to deliver, and I'm going to cherish it. Just looking at these screenshots, there's so much more attention and care than anything I have ever seen before in an Ilphonic game. Not to bash other Ilphonic games. This is just so much of a higher step from what we have seen in the past. I have enjoyed previous Ilphonic games too. Like I really liked Predator. Predator was really fun. Of course, I like Friday the 13th. Ghostbusters, I enjoyed. It was cute. I like playing it with my friends. Killer Clowns didn't quite click with me as much, but I get the feeling they're gonna get this one right. I think just look at the amount of detail. It is so much greater than any of their previous titles. I cannot wait. And I don't know. I just want to say thanks to Ilphonic to bringing this to life. Big thanks to anyone involved. This has made me more happy than any game, movie has ever made me ever. So, thanks. And thank you all for watching, and I cannot wait to hear more about this game. Thank you all very much for watching. Take care.